Sawadika.
Welcome to Thailand, a place where ancient temples meet modern city life, where street food fills every corner and every day feels like a new adventure waiting to happen. We stayed at the Hotel Manhattan in Sukhumvit, a convenient location that gave us easy access to the city's famous attractions, shopping centers, and local experiences. The room was spacious, comfortable, and had everything we needed for our stay. Our first stop was Prato Lokyong Alley, one of Bangkok's hidden photo spots. Getting there was a part of the adventure. We took the BTS and then hopped on a tuk-tuk, enjoying our first taste of Bangkok's lively streets on the way to the old town area near That Yan. After a short walk, we finally found the famous alleyway. Next, we made our way to That Yan Pier. From the riverside, we enjoyed a closer view of Wat Arun standing majestically across the Chao Phraya River. Rather than rushing off to our next stop, we decided to stay a little longer and wait for the temple's golden lights to come alive. It was the perfect way to end our afternoon. Next, we headed to Bangkok's famous Chinatown. As soon as we arrived, we were greeted by bright neon signs, busy streets, and an endless variety of food stalls and local shops. The energy of the area was incredible, with something interesting happening around every corner. After exploring Chinatown, we made our way to Terminal 21 for dinner. Terminal 21 is more than just a shopping mall. Each floor is themed after a famous city around the world, from Tokyo, London, Istanbul, and San Francisco. As we moved from floor to floor, it felt like we were traveling across different countries, with unique decorations, landmarks, and photo spots in every turn. After all the sightseeing and exploring, dinner at Terminal 21 was the perfect way to end our first day in Bangkok. The day began with a visit to the hotel's breakfast buffet. Surrounded by a welcoming atmosphere, we took our time enjoying a selection of delicious food before heading out. A good breakfast is always a great way to start the day. After breakfast, it was time for our Day 2 adventure. We booked a day tour via Klook, with pickup scheduled at Central World at 8:30 in the morning. Once everyone was on board, we settled into the bus and began our journey outside Bangkok. Our two tour guides kept the journey fun and entertaining. To help us beat the summer heat, they also provided water, cookies, and refreshing wet towels along the way. After about an hour and a half on the road, we arrived at our first stop, Buffalo Café. We were immediately greeted by the cafe's famous pink buffaloes, one of its most unique attractions. Surrounded by beautiful gardens, photo spots, and a relaxing atmosphere, it was the perfect place for a quick break. We enjoyed some ice cream, took a few photos, and soaked in the peaceful surroundings before continuing our journey. Our next destination was the famous Maeklong Railway Market. This unique market is built directly along an active railway track. Vendors line both sides of the tracks selling fresh produce, souvenirs, and local snacks. The most exciting part happens when the train approaches. Within seconds, vendors quickly pull back their umbrellas and move their goods away from the tracks, allowing the train to pass right through the middle of the market. Watching this happen in person was an incredible experience and definitely one of the highlights of the day. Next, we headed to our final destination, the iconic Damyon Saduak Floating Market. The floating market was vibrant and full of life. Boats moved through the canals while vendors sold fruits, snacks, and souvenirs directly from their boats. Everywhere we looked, there was something happening, from vendors paddling their boats to visitors exploring the lively waterways. After visiting the floating market, we stopped at Lao Tok Lak Floating Market, a charming canal-side area known for its traditional wooden shops and local atmosphere. Walking through the market, we enjoyed the scenic views of the canal, watched boats pass by, and explored the small stalls selling souvenirs, snacks, and local products. After taking in the surroundings, it was finally time for lunch. We enjoyed a well-deserved meal by the water before beginning our journey back to Bangkok. After arriving back in the city, the day wasn't over just yet. Feeling a little hungry, we stopped by Platinum Mall, one of Bangkok's most popular shopping destinations, known for its endless selection of fashion, accessories, and bargain finds. We grabbed some snacks at the mall's food hub, which offered a large selection of food and drinks to choose from, before browsing the shops and taking a short break. To end the day, we headed to Central World, one of Bangkok's most iconic shopping destinations. The mall was buzzing with energy, filled with countless shops, restaurants, and entertainment options spread across multiple floors. We spent some time walking around, taking in the atmosphere, and checking out the mall had to offer before finding a place for dinner. It was finally time for dinner. We headed to the mall's food court to enjoy a well-deserved meal after a long day of adventure. With full stomach and plenty of memories, we called it a day and headed back to the hotel. With another beautiful day ahead of us, we set out to visit some of the city's most famous landmarks and cultural treasures. Our first stop of the day was the Grand Palace, one of the city's most iconic landmarks. From the moment we arrived, we were amazed by the intricate architecture, golden spires, and stunning details that reflected Thailand's rich history and culture. Every corner of the palace grounds offered something beautiful to admire, making it easy to see why it remains one of the country's most visited attractions. Next, we made our way to Wat Arun, also known as the Temple of Dawn. To get there, we crossed the Chao Phraya River by ferry, enjoying scenic views of the riverside along the way. As we approached Wat Arun, its towering central spire and intricate porcelain details became even more impressive up close. We spent some time walking around the temple grounds, admiring the craftsmanship, taking photos, and soaking in the peaceful atmosphere. Originally, we planned to visit a third temple, the famous reclining Buddha at Wat Pho. However, the summer heat in Bangkok was intense, and after spending hours outdoors, we decided to change our plans and head somewhere cooler instead. Our next stop was ICONSIAM, one of Bangkok's most impressive shopping destinations. We spent some time exploring the mall before heading to its famous food zone, where we discovered an incredible variety of local dishes, desserts, drinks, and even some exotic foods. From scorpions to crocodile meat, the selection was definitely an eye-opening experience and unlike anything we had seen before. After exploring the food zone, we enjoyed lunch and took some time to rest our feet before moving on to our next stop. After lunch, we visited the One Piece pop-up store. For anime fans, it was a fun experience filled with themed displays, exclusive merchandise, collectibles, and larger-than-life character displays inspired by the beloved series. Of course, we couldn't leave without picking up a few souvenirs. Next, we stopped by Pop Mart to check out the collection of designer toys and blind boxes. With so many unique characters and collectibles on display, it was hard to resist bringing home a few souvenirs from the trip. And of course, the highlight for Khloe was a visit to the Pop Mart Café where she got to try the famous Molly ice cream. Seeing her enjoy the treat made the experience even more special. To wrap up the day, we grabbed a coffee, took a moment to relax, and reflected on another memorable day in Bangkok. As our final day in Thailand came to an end, we couldn't help but feel grateful for all the experiences, places, and memories we had made throughout the trip. From stunning temples and vibrant markets to delicious food and unforgettable adventures, Thailand gave us so many moments to cherish. While it was time to say goodbye, We knew we would be taking home memories that would last a lifetime. And that's it. See you again next time.